Hey, I'm here with Stan. Stan, have we done this before? I think we've been here before, right, Stan?
Yeah,
When
a
was
couple of
this?
times. Yeah,
A couple of times. Okay, a couple. It's been already 2 times. We've done this 2 times already.
yeah.
Okay. Well, the last time we've done it, what was your monthly revenue?
80K.
80K. Okay. And I think you have some good news from last month, and this year as a whole, I believe, right? So how have things improved since last time, since your business was doing 80K per month?
Yeah, we essentially grew to 172K. That's the revenue that we did last month.
Ooh, damn. That's serious stuff. That's some serious growth. And I think it was like 7, 8 months between those two interviews.
Yeah, I think last one was like in September or something.
September is 8 months ago. Yeah. Okay. Okay. There you go. Now we're end of May. So, well, congratulations on your first 170K month. Has been consistent like the months before, like April, March, and so on.
Yeah, I would say that we're around 150K months right now, on
That's the
average.
average.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's pretty decent. It's definitely worth doing an update interview. So, okay, so what has changed since last time? Last time, I think you were really happy about potentially testing out a new way of billing clients,
Mhm.
um, selling packages, I believe, and stuff like that, right? So what has changed
Mhm.
since then?
Well, we definitely added more staffing projects where we're just selling hours, where we're essentially just providing the engineers full time to work directly with our customers.
Mm,
I think at this stage we have 50-50 ratio in terms of the projects that we take from scratch compared to the projects where we just provide engineers to work directly with our customers. And in terms
mm,
of less time, it definitely was a fast improvement for the company in terms of the revenue of the whole thing. So we did not really understand why it happened. And in terms of all this time, we're essentially building the processes to be able to maintain the level of growth. So in terms of sales, we definitely added a lot in terms of the processes, in terms of the lead gen and the project management. Obviously, of course, we essentially were able to improve the LTV of the clients, the time that they are spending with us as a clients as well, and by that, like make it a bit more stable and actually allow us
mm.
to grow as well.
Interesting. Oh, it's kind of similar to last time in the sense that you also had 50% fixed price versus not fixed price, right?
I
So I
think,
think it was
yeah,
the
I
same.
think Yeah, I think at that time it was more like 30 to 40% of
Mm,
staffing revenue comparing to the, and yeah, one of the changes that we made, we actually don't work based on the fixed price model anymore. So
ah,
even if you enter the project based model with us right now, we would still charge for the hours of people who are working.
by the way, anyone listening to this, unless you know exactly what you're doing, don't do this. Like Stan really has this nailed down in terms of how to do this. And of course, there's still problems like with any business, but definitely don't try this type of pricing unless you know exactly how to set it up, because it's a significantly different business model. Have you noticed what are the differences in terms of um, like is it easier or harder to scale like this? Let me just ask it this way.
In terms of scaling, that's probably easy in our case, since with
Mm,
fixed price model, historically we had an issue where we were always taking the losses on the
mm,
projects that we were working on following the fixed price model. Currently, we essentially just charge for everything. From one point of view, we have always like a fixed rate, and we can't earn more than the difference in terms of the hourly rates that we get paid and we pay to the employees. From that end, we don't have any losses. We have this part of the business stabilized, and essentially that means that we can like play with some other things in terms of the model, in terms of structuring the processes and things like that.
okay. And just for the people that may be in a similar position to you, or were in a similar position to you half a year ago, for example, what were some things that you've implemented from BMI in terms of automation, hiring, and so on? If anything, maybe you haven't implemented anything in the last half year, but are there things you've implemented? What are some things you've learned or implemented?
Yeah, in terms of hiring, we definitely added like a range of development funnels to actually set up like hiring in the company, since essentially that's like one of the main services for us right now, staffing. We generally just got the like lead gen sales approach from BMI and kind of switch it to the HR processes inside the company to allow us to provide the engineers with like until 5 business days to actually work on the project. That's pretty quick in terms of our niche. With the automation, we're also doing some moves in terms of actually setting up people to be in the control of their own like departments, essentially work on things, improve processes, integrate like new tools, new things, and that's also like something that we got from BMI in terms of the exact approach of how actually do this in the first place.
Interesting. And have the funnels been stable? Because I think you've been using the same funnel all the way. Like, when is the first interview we did? Last year, 30,000 hours per month, something like that, right?
Yeah.
So you're still using that funnel primarily, right? The very first funnel?
Yeah. That's still the main one for us.
It's kind of crazy. That's so it's more than 50% of your revenue from there, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's probably like somewhere around 80, I mean, like 70 or 80 or something.
80?
Yeah.
80%? Oh my God. Dude, that is crazy, man. Like I never thought it would scale, because usually people build a second funnel at this stage, or like, what are you doing on there? Like, how is that even possible?
In terms of the main funnel, the main thing for us is that we have a pretty high level of like social proof there, and that probably what helps us to be like in the top, let's say. And I can't only say that we essentially focus on that funnel as well. We also actually working on some others. We got like some new sales from them last month, which is pretty much like a new thing for us, because I've been working on different funnels like for more than 2 years, and only last month we actually got something from them.
Man, good thing you had that first funnel for the first 2 years, huh? It's like grew to multiple millions of dollars a year with pretty much 80% one funnel. That's insane, dude. Like, I've never seen quite this extreme before. It's very impressive. And it's not even like a paid funnel yet. It's not even ads.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's very impressive. It's very, and it's not like, it doesn't feel like there's like a huge volume of leads. You just have the right types of high quality leads that you're getting, I assume, right? Because that's the only thing I can think of that could have caused this for you, in your industry at least.
Yeah, I can say that we close everyone, and every person that we speak to is qualified. That's essentially about the volume and about the processes that we have. Like, we specifically tied up the processes in terms of how we actually work with the funnel, from the sales point of view, from lead gen point of view, from pre-sale point of view, from even development point of view, and the project management, in a way to adjust to the type of leads that we get from the funnel.
Okay. And who do you talk to in BMI? Like, what type of mentors do you still talk to? I imagine maybe only 1 or 2 people at this point, or is it still like more than that?
Yeah, I randomly sometimes I just message some people from the posts, in terms of like sales training or something for the sales team that we have right now. I tend to clarify certain questions in terms of the processes, because obviously it's definitely not the perfect one at this stage. I'll also speak with some guys who own their own development agencies. We essentially share the best practices, like HR funnel for the developers was the useful one as well. There are also development agencies who work on the same funnel. which is the main one for us. And they sometimes they use pretty different approaches, and we test this stuff from time to time as well. And sometimes I'm essentially asking some general questions in terms of like how to structure the head of departments, how to structure bonuses, and things like that. And yeah, I also essentially get some useful feedback on that as well.
That's quite a lot, actually. Do you do referrals as well still, or is that not a?
Yeah, actually we do some of this as well. Yeah.
Yeah, you're secretly you're using a lot, actually. I didn't realize that. I thought maybe only the advanced tech calls and stuff like that, but it sounds like a lot more than that. Can we discuss your plans? Is that okay?
Sure.
Like with where you want to go, or is that okay? Are you sure?
Sure. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Like the more we become, it seems like there are more like things and issues to fix. Probably that's the question of the proper delegation and setting people in the heads of departments that would actually be responsible and own the outcomes of the work as well. I think this is the question that we try to finalize in upcoming like 1 or 2 or 3 months. Definitely to set some people who would be able not only to do like some basic work, but also work on the processes, improve the management of the company, and be responsible for that type of stuff. In terms of the company as a whole, we would probably be looking to improve the offering that we have right now, since from the point of view of the offering, we do not differ too much from like app development agencies at this stage. And we would probably be doing this by adding like marketing partners to handle the marketing part of the applications once we actually launch them. And yeah, in terms of plans, probably after that, that essentially the development of our own products, but that's something later.
Okay. And what would you say to, because I speak to people that are doing 100, 200, 300K per month in their business already, and they're applying to BMI. If they're on the fence right now, what would you tell them if you spoke to someone like that?
It essentially depends on what type of business they have, but I think despite this fact, they would definitely find something that will be useful for their business at the current moment as well. Because like nothing is perfect. They can definitely improve something, and then there is like a range of experts for different things. And you can just pick like one thing that you maybe don't like in your business, or see that it's pretty weak, and just get the recommendations on that, speak with the instructors, get different opinions, and then essentially make the decision from your end and implement things. And you can essentially go like from one thing to another and keep on improving the stuff, and essentially improving the business as a whole as well.
So it's still, based on what you're saying, it's still applicable at like if you're above 7 figures or above $1 million a year, it's still viable to learn from mentors and people still ahead of you as well.
Yeah, because there are obviously some specialists, and even like if their businesses are making less, they would probably be more experienced in the niche that they're in comparing to you. Like I don't know nothing about marketing. I don't know nothing in terms of like content marketing as well, and things like that.
There's also people who make more money than you, Stan, by the way. Like I don't know if you're like several people, a good group of them.
That makes sense.
You're making it sound like everyone else makes less money than you in BMI. Like 170K is good. It's in the top 10. Okay. All right. Just making sure we're on the same page here. Because some people like, I make $1 million in revenue with my business, and I don't know if I can learn from other people. It's like, bro, because I hear this sometimes, not from you, from people apply to BMI. I'm like, and I'm like, are you sure? We have people making 1, more money than you, and 2, they're using funnels you've never even heard of, and you would think are not even funnels, and works fantastically well.
Yeah, it's essentially the thing I was talking about. Yeah, like nothing is perfect, and you always will have issues inside the business that you can fix with the experience of other people, and that's essentially like where the main benefit of the community is.
Okay, I agree. Yeah, I agree. I'm just making it extra clear, just so that point is 100% covered forever. But anyway, so what else should I ask you? Like, what are your travel plans?
I just have this recent trip, and I didn't like it from the work point of view, and I will definitely not repeat something like this in upcoming future.
Where'd you go to?
Dubai.
Mm, okay, but what do you want to do then?
In terms of the traveling?
Yeah, or not just traveling, like don't you want to have a company in a different country or something like that?
Sure, yeah, I would be moving to Poland in upcoming couple of months. We already have the entity in the US, and probably the US is going to be the main place of my destination as well.
Mm.
But yeah, for now the company is going to probably stay in Belarus, and we will just have like the US company as the main one.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so I guess that covers it. We have a video of you doing 30K. I don't even know, like, is there going to be a next video? Are you going to keep growing this? Do you want to grow it to like 500K? Because I don't know when else. At which point would we else do an interview? It would have to be like 500K per month, right?
Yeah, I would definitely like to grow the company to this level.
Okay, come on. A year is done. Can we do the year? Is that too short, too long? Because last time I thought I'm gonna speak to this guy in like 3 more years, but no, it took only 8 months last time. So how long is it gonna take this time, do you think?
Yeah, I think it's probably doable in a year. It's probably doable.
500K from 170 to 500K per month within 12 months. Oh my God. Oh my God. That interview is gonna be crazy, man. Because people don't believe me now. They think they've been like, people have been running a business for like 20 years. They make 200K, man. They don't believe me when I tell them. There's like these kids, like, how old are you? Just tell the people how old you are.
23 right now.
20. Oh, 20. When was your birthday?
February.
Oh, I knew that. Yeah. But yeah, it's very impressive. 23 years old. You have a business. How old is your business partner?
25, but he's 26 next month.
Okay, so it's basically 2 teenagers, basically. Everyone watching this video is like, I am 35. What have I been doing with my life? There you go, guys. That's what you can achieve with certain skills and certain support. So thank you very much for sharing, Stan.